As the 14th Dalai Lama Tenzin Gyatso turns 90 on July 6, 2025, the quiet Himalayan town of Dharamshala finds itself at the heart of an unfolding global drama. The question of who will be the next Dalai Lama is no longer just a spiritual matter. It has become a focal point in a wider political and geopolitical struggle. At the center of the debate in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition of reincarnation, now facing increasing interference from the Chinese government. The Dalai Lama had made it clear that the responsibility of identifying his successor rests solely with the Gaden Podrang Trust, a spiritual body he established. Just days before his birthday, he once again reaffirmed that no government or external authority has the right to interfere in the sacred process. The role of Gaden Podrang Trust. The Gaden Podrang Trust, based in Dharamshala, is the institution to Dalai Lama has tasked with overseeing the selection of his reincarnation. Historically, the Gaden Podrang was the Tibetan government established by the 5th Dalai Lama in the 1600s. After the Dalai Lama went into exile in 1959 following China's occupation of Tibet, the institution was re-established in India as a spiritual authority. In 2011, the Dalai Lama relinquished political responsibilities to the elected Central Tibetan administration, but formalized the Gaden Podrang Trust as a non-profit organization to preserve his religious heritage, including the reincarnation tradition. But how is the next Dalai Lama traditionally chosen? Now, the process to identify a new Dalai Lama is deeply rooted in Buddhist tradition. After the death of Dalai Lama, senior monks become a search for his reincarnation. Now, this usually leads them to a young boy born after the previous Dalai Lama's passing. The process includes interpretation, spiritual visions, identifying signs and omens, and conducting tests of recognition, such as having the child identify personal items that belong to the former Dalai Lama. Once confirmed, the child undergoes years of religious training before becoming officially recognized as the next Dalai Lama. The current Dalai Lama was discovered his way in 1939 when he was just 2 years old. However, the entire process can take many years, a timeline that China appears unwillingly to accept. China's push for control. The Chinese government has declared that it alone has the authority to approve all reincarnations of Tibetan Lamas. In 2007, China passed a law mandating that all carnations must be approved by the state, effectively giving the Communist Party control over religious succession. China justifies this claim by referring to an old rule from 1793 during the Qin dynasty, which introduced the use of a lottery system known as the Golden Arm to select reincarnation lamas. Now, though this method was rarely used historically, China now insists it must be only method. The Dalai Lama, however, has repeatedly stated that the reincarnation will not be born under Chinese control and will come from a free country. The Panchen Lama case. The case of the Panchen Lama is a stark reminder of what is at stake. In 1995, the Dalai Lama identified a 6-year-old boy, Gyandik Kyonchi Nyam, as the 11th Panchen Lama. Days later, the boy and his family were detained by Chinese authorities and vanished from public view. China then appointed its own Panchen Lama, Gyanachan Norbo, who is widely rejected by Tibetan Buddhists and the Tibetan community in exile. The incident had become a symbol of China's attempt to politicize Tibetan Buddhism and has intensified concerns about the Dalai Lama's succession process. Now, what this means for India and the world. India, which has hosted the Dalai Lama and the Tibetan government in exile since 1959, plays a central role in the issue. If the next Dalai Lama is found in India and confirmed by the Gaden Podrang Trust, it may escalate already strained relations between India and China. Internationally, support for a Tibet aid succession has grown. The United States passed the Tibetan Policy and Support Act in 2020, which allows for sanction against Chinese officials who interfere in the Dalai Lama's succession. The European Parliament and other democracies have also voiced support for the Tibetan people's right to determine their own spiritual leadership. The possibility of two Dalai Lamas. Now, as tensions mount, the world may soon witness an unprecedented situation. Two rival Dalai Lamas. One, chosen by the Gadon Podrang Trust through traditional methods and likely located outside of Chinese territory. Another, selected by Chinese government. Another, selected by the Chinese government using the Golden Arm and official state procedures. Now, this could lead to a deep spiritual and political divide. One Dalai Lama accepted by the Tibetan people and the global Buddhist community, and another promoted by China as a state-approved figure. A question for the world. Now, as this spiritual and political conflict unfolds, the real question facing the international community is this: whose Dalai Lama would the world recognize? Will it be the child chosen by monks in accordance with old centuries, spiritual traditions, or the figure appointed by the government seeking to control faith through political means? The answer will shape not only the future of Tibetan Buddhism, but also broader global dynamics, including human rights, religious freedom, and geopolitical alliance in the years to come. That's all for now in this story. Stay tuned to the Savira, download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.